You got to tune to Spiritual Beauty Ministry. The word that God placed upon my spirit is that what he's about to get ready to give you is going to be big. What he's about to get ready to give you is going to be big. I was at the store with my husband and my nephew yesterday, and my husband asked me what size shoe does my niece wear, and I said she's a 12 or 13. And my nephew was like, well, she's only 8 years old. That shoe is too big for her. And I said, no, that's her shoe size. That's her age, but that's not her shoe size. See, there are going to be people that's going to try to keep you in the box of where they see you at. They're going to try to keep you in that small thing. They're going to try to keep you where they see you. But God wants you to know that he's about to give you something bigger than you. God's about to give you something bigger than you right in front of those who thought that you only should be where they see you. Okay? Or where they've placed you. Where they say that you can only go as far as this and that's it. Don't you go any further. But God wants you to know that he's about to do this thing. God's about to take you further than where they thought that you would stay. And what came to me is that he's about to give you things that's going to look too big for you. But God said that this is for you. Many are going to say this is too big for you to have. But God said it is time for you to arrive. And also that this is going to be bigger than what you are used to walking in. But God has given you authority to walk in this territory. Okay? And God is also saying that many are not going to understand how are you receiving so much increase from something so small. How are you receiving so much increase to something so small? God's gonna look at how are you going. People look at how are you receiving this big promotion when you only got this degree? How are you receiving this big house when you only got this much money or this credit like this? How are you receiving this big thing when you only got this little thing? How are you receiving this big thing when your platform and your status is only this? How are you receiving this when you only got that? God wants you to know that he's about to do it right before those who did not think it can become. God wants you to know that he is taking what looks little and he is enlarging what is time to now be big. God's going to say, they're going to think, how is it that you are having all of this money coming in with this business when your business is so small? How are you receiving such an increase when what you have looks so small to me? But God wants you to know that he is about to do that big thing right in front of your enemies. And also God is saying that he wants you to let your enemies know that when he is in it, there is no limits. God wants you to let your enemies know that when he is in it, there is no limits. There is no limits. The increase God is giving you is going to be an overflow that you won't even be used to. The increase that God is giving you is going to be an overflow that you won't even be used to. See, what God is about to give you, it's not going to make sense with what you have. God, it's not going to make sense, but God said it's time. It's not for you to understand. God is saying it's just time for you to walk in. Okay? And also what God is saying is that he wants you to know that you will not have to be at a certain status. You will not have to have a certain amount of followers, and you will not have to have certain things for this new thing to happen. You will not have to have a certain number of followers. You will not have to have a certain status, and God wants to know that you will not have to have certain things for this new thing to happen for you. God is saying that your obedience in his favor is what's bringing forth the increase to this blessing. You guys get ready, because God is about to do a big thing for you.